Waking up at 5 a.m. consistently can be a game changer. Early to bed, early to rise makes a person healthy, wealthy, and wise. Well, it's a cliche, but for a good reason, because it is true. But the reason may go beyond what you think. In this video, we explore the science behind it, specifically the Taoist perspective that links our sleep cycles to the universal energy flow, and explain why it has to be 5 a.m. Even if you are a night owl, there is a compelling case for you to consider changing the habit of waking up late. Hi, my name is Tekson Teo. I help people experience the flow of life through the ancient practice of Wu Wei. So let's get started. First, let's look at how energy in our bodies work. Just like your phone needs to be recharged, our bodies need to replenish their energy. Without getting enough rest, we are essentially running on empty, and this won't work. So when there's a lack of energy, our bodies can sense that and cleverly replenish it by borrowing energy from our internal organs. Think of it as a long-term loan. While you might not notice the consequences immediately, especially when you are young, the effects can add up over time. Many people experience health problems in their 40s and 50s, and these problems can often be linked to years of energy debt. So we must ensure that our body's energy is adequately charged every day. But how do you do that? When charging the phone, we can look at the indicator to ensure that it is 100% charged. How do we know that our body's energy is properly charging? Unfortunately, there is no simple indicator. But if you can do one thing, you're not far off from the goal. What you do is to sleep when the earth goes to sleep and rise when the earth rises. Simple, right? To know the Earth's sleep cycle, we must know the seasons of our energy flow. According to ancient Taoist wisdom, two primary forces govern our energy: yin and yang. Yin, associated with the moon, is the passive, receptive energy. While the moon itself doesn't emit energy, its reflection of the sun's light is powerful enough to influence the tides. Yang, on the other hand, is active. It is a creative energy. Derived from the sun, is the fundamental force behind the earth and our vitality. Yang energy is considered the most potent energy source for health and healing. So it is important to ensure that we optimize the yang energy in our body. For that, we must capture the yang energy when it rises and optimize it along the way. This is where the concept of seasons come in. The Earth has orbited the Sun in a constant rhythm for billions of years, and as part of this planet, we are deeply connected to its natural cycles. However, the sun's energy impacts us differently at different times, depending on the Earth's relative angle with the sun. This is how seasons come about. To optimize our energy, we must flow with the seasons. Being out of sync with these natural rhythms, for example, feeling summer heat in winter, can disrupt our health. But when we talk about a day's sleep cycle, we must translate the year's seasons into the context of a day. Fortunately, this is not difficult to do. The universe operates in such a way that a day is a microcosm of a year. With that in mind, 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. is spring in a day. 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. is summer. 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. is autumn. And 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. is winter. We must rise when the Earth's spring begins. It is the season when the yang energy in our body becomes active again, in tandem with the Earth's energy. In this context, the best time to wake up is 5 a.m. 5 a.m. is known as waking from hibernation or 惊蛰. It is the moment in spring where the young energy rises and animals come awake. While animals can rely on instinct to feel the rising young energy, modern humans often find it harder to sense the subtle shift. The more sensitive among us often wake naturally around 5 a.m. Even if they are not fully awake, their sleep is lighter than earlier. Less sensitive individuals may continue to slumber. By rising with earth, we allow the young energy we have conserved throughout the night to ascend, much like seeds sprouting in spring. As we move our bodies, we further stimulate this rising energy. Even if you are feeling groggy, physical activities can help dispel sleepiness. If necessary, you can return to bed for a brief rest later in the morning. But what if you don't rise by 5 a.m.? You have more time in bed. However, this comes at a cost. The young energy you could have harvested by rising early is reduced. Imagine a farmer delaying planting their crops for 3 months. While they enjoy more rest, their harvests become significantly smaller or even nothing. What is worse, if young energy doesn't rise and flow freely, it can trap in the body, causing excessive heat, disrupting the body's acid-base balance, and resulting in fatigue and emotional fluctuations. The kidneys are particularly vulnerable in this process, bringing on a series of medical problems. Having said that, while it is good to form the habit of rising early, 5 a.m. is just a guide, and you don't have to be too dogmatic about it. What is important is still the quality of your sleep. But if you have a choice, stick to the natural rhythms. Don't compromise it. Wake up early and rise with the earth is a simple yet powerful way to tap into nature's power. So don't press your alarm clock off the next time when you hear the alarm clock buzzing. Rise with earth and embrace the rising tide of young energy. What do you think? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below.